Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Psylocke vs. Thanos 2-pack. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Articulated Empire is your newest online retailer for shopping for your favorite figures and toy lines like Mythic Legions, Savage Crucible, and Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, to name a few. They ship your orders quickly and securely. Visit articulatedempire.com today and build your empire. All right, here we have a closer look at the package, and boy, do I love this right here with the spot varnish on it. This looks so nice, the Psylocke versus Thanos in that offset, like old school 16-bit pixelation. I think that looks great. I'm so happy that Gamerverse is not just at GameStop anymore, because I hate going to GameStop. I hate giving GameStop money. If it weren't for all the people who actually work there, I wish they'd go out of business, because they don't treat their people well enough, and they have crazy practices. But anyway, looking at the side of the package here, I love that Betsy Braddock, Psylocke is on one side, and then we have Thanos on the other. That's pretty dope. And then here on the back, we have them in, some type of fighting pose. She's in a fighting pose. I don't know what he's doing. But we do have a little write-up here. It says, armed with her psychic blades, the telepathic mutant Psylocke battles the mad titan Thanos. And then the rest of that's just all in, the different languages. But we have Thanos, Silver Samurai, and Omega Red over here, Psylocke, Wolverine, and Marvel's War Machine down there. There you go. There's all the stuff on the bottom. And but hey, let's get this package opened up and take a closer look at everything that comes with it. All right, let's kick things off with Thanos, the Mad Titan, because he's the one that I'm least looking forward to in this set. We do have this very, I'm not going to say it's really hard, because it does have some flex to it, but this is a very hard piece of plastic right here. I do like the head. It's very comic accurate. It's very game accurate. He only comes with one accessory, which is a swap out left hand. That's all he comes with, which is, I don't know. I'm going to be getting rid of this figure. I'm selling it to a friend of mine. So I am like, it's fine. It is what it is. I think it would have been cool if he came with like another head, maybe without the helmet on, or maybe just a version of the helmeted head without these little horns. But he can look up that far. He can look down that far. He is on a ball joint, so we can get a little bit of mobility there. Arms can go out and, almost hit that T-pose. They can go all the way around, but you are going to run into that shoulder pad. We do have the upper bicep swivel, which is nice. We have single joint arms. It's only going to get about that far. Let's see here. Let's put this arm down. He only has a single joint at the waist. He can only crunch forward about that far. Can lean back that far. I do like that they have the stripe going all the way up. Let's see, do we have we have rotation at the waist here. Leg can go forward about that far. He's not going to be the most mobile of characters. Leg can go out to the side that far. Leg can go back that far. We do have the upper thigh cut. We have double jointed pinless knees for some reason. I'm glad they're there. I do have a little slit on the side right there for extra mobility. That's nice. Have no boot swivel. That would have been nice to add. No boot swivel there either. And then just hinge and then pin. No swivel. They could have easily put a swivel right there, I think. But, if you could turn the whole leg, why do you need that? Let's check out the hands. They have a hinge and a swivel. They don't swivel at the gauntlet, but they do swivel at the elbow. That hand is pretty easy to pop out. And that one's pretty easy to pop in. But man, just, it is really nice to have that snapping finger. And you do have the jewels painted on that hand really nicely.
all metallic colors. So that's really cool that they have that. But I'm just really not, you know, I didn't come here for Thanos. Comparing him to some other larger figures we've gotten recently, here is the Maximum Series Hulk with a custom head. So Hulk's going to come in much bigger than Thanos. He's not even standing up all the way. And then here is the movie Deadpool Wolverine Colossus, who's also not standing up all the way. So they're probably comparable in size for this big guy. Let's get them out of the way. And now let's turn our attention to the star of the show, and that is Psylocke. And here's a look at Psylocke, and man, she is awesome. I cannot wait to put her through the posing paces, because I know she is going to pose very, very well. I love the proportions on this figure. I think she looks great, and she looks as I remember her from the comics. Looks like I got a little bit of paint slop right there. I don't know if that's just a flake or if it's painted on. Oh well, it is what it is. Lucky to have it, because Target canceled my pre-order for no reason for this set, and I had to go Sunday morning last week on the 20th for the reset at Target, and I was lucky enough for them to have them on hand in the back to be able to go and grab me. But you can see there's like some spots of purple throughout her hair. It's kind of just haphazard. The tips are painted. There's no gradient. It's just kind of like slopped on there. Like, this is just Hasbro at its finest. I mean, not a care in the world. You know, there's a fine, you know, like throughout it's just kind of streaks purple, but then just here on the back it's just a straight line, just right across there, a little purple on that piece, which is nice. I think the head is sculpted well, and it's painted very beautifully. The eyes are really, really nice. I love this character, and I'm glad to finally have her in this form. I don't have the other version of Psylocke, so very happy to have her. Now, she does come with some extra hands, which we're going to look at in a minute, but she does come with a gripping hand, but no sword to hold, so I'll probably need to get her a sword. But I'm kind of down for the psychic sword anyway, so that's it's probably not that big of a deal. She does come with an extra head, so let's pop that on. And as you can see, the hair is purple on the inside, which is nice. I'm glad they did that at least. And then here is the other head. So it's a much angrier head. The hair is sort of swept to the side, which is nice and very angry. This one's very determined, and then this one's very angry. I don't know which one's going to go on my shelf. I don't know which one's going to win out. But there she is. I think that looks really nice. Now, the head is on a ball joint, but with this hair, you're not going to be looking up hardly at all. But she can look down, and you can get some tilt and bobble. The arms are going to be able to hit that T-pose, no problem. No problem there. She is going to move wonderfully. We get this really nice butterfly joint, which, look at that. For a Marvel Legends figure, that's pretty good. It can go back that far. Can go all the way around, of course. We do get a very nice hidden upper bicep swivel, hidden right there on those where the bands go across the top of her arm. Double jointed pinless elbows, great. We have this upper diaphragm joint here, so you can get some tilt and bobble, and then a lower abdomen joint. So with everything working together, she can bend forward that far, and everything working together, she can bend back that far. Let's see here, no drop down on the legs. Legs can go forward all the way, out to the side, about that far. Can't really go back at all because of all this, all that right there going on. They hid the thigh cut right here, which that's a very nice touch. I'm glad they didn't put it up here and make it all noticeable. Again, got a little paint slop right there. And I didn't think that was going to bother me, but it kind of does. We have double jointed pinless knees, but can only go back that far. And then we have hinge and forward facing pin down below. Now, let's see. I'm pretty sure all these hands are going to be on horizontal hinges. Oh, nope, that one is not. This one is on a vertical hinge, so that's nice. Good on you. Let's see. We have this extra left hand with her 2 fingers out. So that's really cool. I really dig that. And what kind of hinge is this on? This is on a vertical hinge as well. So that's very cool that they did that. We have a gesturing hand, which is really nice. And then we have, depending on which hand you want to put, like the psychic blade. So if you wanted to have her, you know, over here with this, and then maybe put the fist on this side, you could do that as well. So only 1 extra right hand and 3 extra left hands, or 3 left hands total. She does come with her little, they even treat them like sort of like sunglasses in a way. You have an arm on this side, but just a little clip on this side, because apparently either way that side's going to be hidden. So you can put her psychic butterfly looking effect on either head, I'm assuming. I don't see why they would have designed it not to. This head may actually work best for this, because it hides this side so much better. Well, I say that, and then who knows? And then this would go under that, and that looks pretty good. Maybe I don't have it pushed in all the way. I love that, and yeah, she is definitely going to be having this on my shelf as well. She comes with 3 other effect pieces. So we have like her psychic power, sort of like her psychic, I don't know, it's not really a psychic sword, but it does have a little clip right there where it does clip onto the hand. So you could use it as like her psychic blade, you know, something like that. Not bad. Man, I just know this is going to be so fun to pose. And then she comes with 2 of these psychic effects that are designed the exact same way, but they are, you know, just mirror images of one another. And I'm trying to figure out what is the, oh, so they have a hook and then a place where the fist sort of recedes into it. So, you know, whichever way you would like. It's kind of hard to see, but there is like a little clamp right there. So if you wanted to have her, you know, sort of holding it like that, you know, swinging around, a swinging effect. I think that's pretty nice. It looks good. I like the trail that it's leaving behind it, and it's even got 2 little pieces off to the side, or an extra little piece like there. So you actually have 2 of these. So if you wanted to put one on this arm and have her, yeah, I do dig that. I think that's really nice. And yeah, overall, I'm very happy with this Psylocke figure. So let's get her standing straight up and down and do a few size comparisons with some other Marvel Legends female characters. Okay, so for some size comparisons, here she is next to like a standard male Marvel Legends figure with Gambit from that same era. And then we have Storm. Let's get him out of the way. And then here she is next to like a smaller female character with Jubilee. And then let's swap her out for Jean Grey. Yeah, so I think she is, you know, in direct proportion and a really good scale with the other ladies of Marvel Legends. And yeah, so let's get her up on the rotating base with Thanos and give our final thoughts. All right, I got to say that I am really, really happy to have, you know, made the trek down to my local Target early last Sunday morning, and, you know, and get out there. I only got there about 30 minutes before the store opened. Met a really nice guy that was a Hot Wheels collector, and we got to chop it up for a little bit about collecting and how action figure collecting is different than Hot Wheels collecting. So I'm glad I did that because I really do love this set. And I say that I love this set, but more accurately, I really love this Psylocke figure. Like I said, I'm going to be getting rid of Thanos. I just don't need a game-specific, cartoon-specific version of Thanos on my shelf. I don't even have a Thanos on my shelf. So I'm kind of splitting this 2-pack up with a friend of mine, but I really just wanted this Betsy Betsy Braddock figure because she looks incredible. Like, I absolutely love Psylocke. She's one of my favorite. She probably is my favorite. Maybe next to Rogue. Rogue and Psylocke are my favorite female characters. I forgot to pull Rogue out. I should have definitely pulled her out and did a comparison with her. She looks great. I love all the stuff that she comes with. Her mask is a little finicky to put that little butterfly effect on. It's a little finicky, but I do love it, and I think it looks great, and it adds so much to the character, and that's one accessory I don't think I would have thought to include, but I'm so glad that Hasbro did include it. She does look absolutely great. So I think this is pretty much the definitive version of Psylocke. I just wish, unfortunately, she wasn't locked away in a 2-pack that cost me $65. That's just ridiculous for this 2-pack. Man, gosh, that's just, this is $50, and then you want to charge $5 more for the orange tax. Fine. This is a $55 set, but it was $64.99 at Target. That's very pricey, very pricey. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this video. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out on Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector, Mark, and I'll see you in the toy aisles.